Hi everybody, it's Heather. I'm coming to you on, let's see, it is Thursday, November 17th, 2016, and I am 1 week and 1 day post duodenal switch. I had my surgery on November 9th, 2016 with Dr. Bermudez at Rex Hospital in Raleigh, North Carolina. My highest weight was 304 pounds. We're using that as sort of like highest recent weight. Or I'm using that, whatever. Let's see, my surgery weight was 283 pounds. That was after a week of a liquid diet. And my current weight is 283 pounds. It took me pretty much the whole week, well, a little bit less than a week since I got out of the hospital, to get rid of all of that water weight that they pumped me full of fluids. It was 15 pounds, so that's not too bad. I'm perfectly happy with being right at my starting weight, or well, not my starting weight, but my surgery weight. Figure everything is going fine. I seem to lose a pound or so a day at least, and as long as that continues, I'm not going to be unhappy about it. We'll see how long it happens. So I was a revision from a lap band, which I had in 2006. And right now, the only pain that I really have, the worst is where they removed the port from the lap band. The doctor said that it was in pretty deep and it was twisted and there was a lot of scar tissue, and so he had to do a lot of work to get it out, and so right now sort of where that was, there's, if I do too much, if I sit up for too long, or if I walk for too long, it just is sore. It's not really, I wouldn't call it super painful, but it's sore. I haven't taken any of the pain meds so far today, and that's good. I took some last night before I went to bed. Last time I went to bed, I was still sleeping in the recliner, but I think I'll actually try my bed tonight. It didn't hurt too bad to lay down flat the last time I tried it, but on Monday I noticed that I had a little bit of wetness on my shirt, and I didn't know where that was coming from, but it dried up and it didn't come back. And then on Tuesday, after I took a shower, there was a lot of wetness on my stomach and everywhere, and I noticed that it was coming out of one of my incisions, the one near my belly button. And so I was a little curious, and I called the office, and it was clear. It wasn't cloudy. It was kind of yellow, but not nothing that indicated infection, not bloody. And I called the doctor's office, and they said, well, if it doesn't stop, let us know. And so it didn't stop by the end of the day, and I let them know. And then I called them again in the morning, and she said that, well, it was Wednesday's surgery day for them, and so that by that time it was Wednesday, and it hadn't stopped, and it was pretty bad. After I showered and when I moved around, it was particularly bad. And so I hadn't been doing a whole lot just because I didn't know if that was okay or what should happen. So I did go see the doctor yesterday. It was for a quick look at that to see if there was anything wrong. And he said that it was probably normal. He didn't want to put a stitch in it. It doesn't happen a lot, but it can happen, and it's probably fine. He didn't want to stitch up the incision again or stitch it closed. He figured that whatever my body was trying to do was probably the best thing, and that the best thing was probably to encourage the fluid to come out, and it should stop within 48 to 72 hours. So yesterday I walked around a lot, and my husband made me walk through BJ's, which was good because I also picked up some things that I wanted to eat when I could, and really, got a lot of fluid out of it by doing all that. And then changed my dressing a couple times there yesterday, and this morning there wasn't much I changed it before I went to bed, and there wasn't much this morning. And I took a shower and started moving around and getting ready to go to the doctor, and there wasn't much. But I put another dressing on it, and when I got to the doctor's office, it was still, there was a little bit, but not much. So doctor's happy with that. I'm happy with that. It was just some fluid that needed to leave my body and let it happen. And he doesn't think I need to do anything else about it. So that's good. I guess it's just something that can happen. So let's see. I did see the doctor today. On their scales, I was like 4 pounds heavier than my scales, but I'm going to use my scales because it's easier. And of course, I was dressed. However, their scales were exactly the same as it was at the hospital on surgery day. So it's relatively exactly the same. I'm having no problems with drinking. I can drink pretty much normally. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't seem to get stuck. Don't seem to get full, which is good. I've been having no problems keeping or getting all my fluids in, mostly just water. I'm lucky that I like water, and I really don't like most artificially sweetened things. So, I mean, I bought some Crystal Light type powdery things to put in drinks in case I needed them to get water in afterwards, and I haven't used any of them since the liquid diet. So I'm just, I've got my big tumbler, and I take it with me and try to keep hydrated, which is a little harder than I thought, even though I'm getting in like the 64 ounces that they want. When I wake up in the morning, I feel really dry. Eating. Okay, so I just haven't really wanted protein shakes, especially the creamy ones, which were all I had here. I've been using a scoop of protein powder in coffee in the morning, and that's fine. Like unflavored protein powder in a decaf coffee. Just so you know, decaf coffee. Which I drank decaf before anyway, so it's not a problem for me. Only time I got caffeine is if I wasn't at home. At home, it was always decaf. But I didn't want anything protein drink wise. Now the Syntrax nectars, like the cherry and the fuzzy navel and things like that mixed with water are fine. And I like those, surprisingly. They're pretty good. But anything, normally I love creamy things. I love milkshakes. I love things like that. But the protein powders, excuse me, we all do that. Protein powders just haven't been doing it for me. Protein drinks. So the doctor was not super happy with my protein intake. It was okay. It was definitely at least 30 grams most days. And yesterday I got like 75 grams, I think. But I drank the last part of the last Syntrax nectar drink I had, and probably ate more often, or been able to eat yogurt and like cream soups without chunks and things like that on the full liquid diet that they put you on after surgery. But the doctor said, if it would help me, and since I'm not having problems, I haven't felt full in my new stomach at all. Like, it hasn't been so full that it's uncomfortable with water, with anything. I ate probably about 4 ounces of yogurt one day, and that was not a problem. Pretty thick yogurt, the Greek Oikos 000 yogurt, which is pretty good. I don't recommend the chocolate flavor. I sent my husband out, and he bought me a lot of chocolate. He sells lots of chocolate and vanilla, and we'd had a discussion about pudding flavors. And I told him, if you get pudding, get chocolate. And he then also got chocolate yogurt. But for me, yogurt should be vanilla or fruit. That's about it. So I tried the chocolate. It's okay. But anyway, so I ate about 4 ounces of a yogurt one day and didn't have a problem. I ate about a half a cup of 4 ounces of creamy soup. I got some lobster bisque that didn't have big pieces of lobster in it. I did not puree it or anything, but it was mostly fine last night, and it didn't hurt. There's no problems. But it had, you know, not a lot of carbs and decent amount of protein in it. So I'm sure that helped with my numbers yesterday. Anyway, I go off on tangents. So I'm saying I haven't been feeling full in my stomach. And the doctor said since I was drinking fine and I wasn't feeling full and I was having problems getting the protein in, that I could go ahead and advance to the pureed stage, which is awesome. I'm so looking forward to having like a soft scrambled egg. I cannot believe. Although if you've already been through it, you probably can believe. I did not make my husband stop for refried beans from Taco Bell, which I'm very much looking forward to as well. And I'm just hoping they don't give me too much painful gas. We'll see. But I did, I picked up some cottage cheese yesterday when we were at the grocery store, and when my husband was making me walk, and I was very happy to be able to come home and eat some of that. And I ate a little container of it, and that was 4 ounces, and I had no problems with that. So we'll see what my limits are eventually. I'm not trying to push them right now, but we'll see. But the doctor said, you know, given that I had the lap band removed and that was not super easy considering the port and everything, and I'd had, then again had the most extensive bariatric surgery that there is done on me after that, you know, all in one fell swoop. The fact that I'm feeling as good as I am is great. So everything's good. I plan to go back to work on Monday. I think that will be okay. He gave me a note to go back to work on Monday. Probably going to work from home the 3 days of next week before Thanksgiving, and then go back to work the next week, actually go to work. But everything's really, I'm feeling great, feeling good, and not a lot of pain, and able to eat and drink, and you know, just being very cautious with my choices. I haven't had any super bad gas or anything since the last time. I think it took a while for all of the stuff from the surgery to get out, and then for things to stop, you know, making me feel bad when I ate it. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm really happy. I definitely feel like getting the band out was the best thing that I could have done for me, like at this point. Hands down, that was the best thing, because it was just making me sick. And I look forward to being able to be present in my children's lives. I missed a lot in the past year from being sick, not just from the band. I had a really bad virus around Christmas last year that lasted a really long time, and I just felt wiped out. And then, you know, with getting sick from the reflux and the band, it was a bad year for my health. So I'm really happy that I get to move forward from that. And I look forward to sharing with you guys. So I'll see you later.